Citizen Television.
Okay, you're all good.
Greetings and welcome to another episode of the Planetary Persuader. I am KozMcKev, your host, and this is for the week beginning the 22nd, Friday, the 22nd of January, and we're going to go all the way through Thursday, the 28th, which we end up with a full moon at 11:16 a.m. that day. And of course the full moon will be in Leo. Critica is painfully honest. So as we go through today, Friday, if people are being painfully honest, and it's a Venus day, it is a Friday, and it's a Venus ruled sign in both systems, there's going to be beauty, but there's going to be frankness, and there's going to be some super honesty. There's also a lot of courage, and there's an attraction to the Kritika Nakshatra, and they're willing to help. They may seem angry and honest, but they're also very helpful. They accept other people. They're adaptable. They're really good cooks. They love their food. They have the fire of digestion from the Agni. It's also mental digestion, being able to take on information and learn quickly. A lot of these people are really brilliant. I guess in the Western zodiac, it would be people born between May 13th to about the 26th of May, right in there. Those people, they are sharp. And you get the point. So that's today, and we're in a waxing moon period, and we're getting ready for this big full moon on Thursday, which I believe is going to be in the lunar mansion of Pushama, which is like one of the best moons there is. It softens all the malefics and it makes all the benefics better. Well, we could really use a break like that right now, folks. So we'll just say happy, and with all that said, we're going into it. 12 signs of the zodiac, starting with you, Aries. So, greetings, Aries, and welcome to your horoscope. So Mars is in your second house, and so is Uranus. And they are getting closer and closer to what I would call an actual conjunction. And they have been conjoined, actually, since Wednesday. So, in a lot of ways, since this Aquarius time is likely to be a revolutionary time. And for you, the revolution seems to be in finances and where you make your investments. It's also in the relationship with your family, and it's in taking care of your health. As far as your throat and your mouth, your face, maybe even your vision, your hearing, all of those things. You want to take care of that stuff. We're going to get out of Kalsarpa Yoga later this week. Once the moon pulls over into Cancer. But or Leo at least, by the end of the week. And so we're still in this kind of lopsided whatever. And then when that full moon happens, we won't be so lopsided for another 10 days or so. And then we go back to being lopsided again. But that's okay. We all got to do what we got to do. Good connections, that's where your good fortune's at. Allowing people to help you, taking the wise advice of your teachers, your guru, if you had a decent father, wise advice from him, and you're going to move forward in a positive way. Okay. Well, greetings, Taurus. Well, this has been such a shaking up week for you. It's been full of surprises, and you're attempting to do the best you can with everything put in front of you. And one of the things, since Taurus is about money in a lot of ways, as well as it's about being satisfied in life, it's also like you've been through some really shocking, crazy stuff in this last week. And the full moon is going to be in your 4th house later on this week, which is your emotions, your feelings. Pay attention to your mother, how well she's doing. That relationship is super important right now. It should always be important. I would like to think, I prefer to think that the relationship with your mother is important. I know people that have had some difficult mothers. And it happens. You know why? Because mothers are humans, and humans potentially have a lot of problems. Haven't you noticed? But with that said, it's like your love life is good. You're willing to investigate things and look deeper at things than you ever have before. Love is about being content and making good agreements, having good resolve. Maybe selling your art to another country. They might like it. It's more valuable. Why, if what you have isn't unique, it doesn't bring attention. So working on your uniqueness and marketing it, it's not a bad idea, really. I like this. Okay. All right, so greetings, Gemini. Welcome your horoscope. Yeah, you're kind of trying to take on a different personality this year. You're trying to make yourself appear different, or you just feel different. You feel like you're a foreigner. You're like the newcomer, and nobody understands you, and you have all this ambition to do stuff, but it really doesn't have necessarily a grounding or a bottom, but you're going to give it a go. You're giving things a go. That's how I look at it. Capricorn time is rough. Now it's Aquarius time, so this is about good fortune. This is about blessings of your guru. I would be really careful about making generalizations. A good Gemini friend of mine, he made a generalization on social media. It's like, don't go down that road of religion which is so oppressive and it's all a lie and da-da-da-da-da. And it's like, I beg your pardon, John. To be honest with you, if it wasn't for the churches, the civil rights movement would never have taken place in the United States. If it wasn't for the Muslims having a creed to not get into debt, we wouldn't have been trying to steal all their gold and money, as far as like other groups that are non-Muslims. They made themselves secure by not getting themselves into debt. And there's been a lot of oppression put on those people. Also, the Quakers, the Friends, always elevated women, black people, Native Americans in the 1700s when it was not fashionable to do so. So I would reconsider even the tenets of Buddhism are to be compassionate and to be tolerant. Why is that such a threat to the world? And when I look at atheist countries, say Soviet Union, People's Republic of China, North Korea, they do not look like friendly places to me. Okay? That's it. They look like very intolerant, and especially China, they're so convinced that they're going the right way that they make a lie out of anybody who sees things differently. And they isolate them and they try to re-educate them. We can talk about the Tibetans, we can talk about the Uyghur people there. Prime examples. Not having it, all right? And Gemini, you shouldn't have it either. You should open up your mind and be more accepting of everybody at this point. That's what an educated person would do. All right, so, greetings, Cancer. Welcome to your horoscope. Well, yeah, there's this kind of crescendo this week. I mean, the moon is going to be in Cancer eventually. I mean, I think, well, let's get right down to it. Tuesday, Wednesday, yeah, and yeah, you're going to have most of that, and even a little bit of Monday morning, late morning and afternoon. So that'll be a Cancer moon. So those are like, you've basically got 3 power days, Cancer. You've got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday to kind of like rock your stuff. That's encouraging. You know, like I said last week, Aquarius time is not like this picnic, but how do we make it better? You ask other people for help. You allow other people to have their power to do something good for you. It's also good if you're trying to uncover something, going to a yard sale, studying Tantra, studying astrology, studying the Tarot, you know, studying the Bible, studying the Quran, studying the Vedas. Any kind of spiritual knowledge, it's going to give you some kind of gain. Studying intuition, telepathy, sexuality, all of these things are 8th house things, and those are running strong for you this year. Okay. Greetings, Leo, and welcome to your horoscope. So, I mean, Aquarius is your partnership sign. It's not very often that I see Aquarians and Leos working together. You know, because you've got one that thinks, hey, I'm the SHI, you know, whatever, and the other one's like thinking, I know. So, you know, both Leo and Aquarius tend to fall victim of arrogance and ego. There's no question about it. And don't take it personally, because we all have Leo and Aquarius in our horoscopes, okay? But this is, you're trying to make a partnership with somebody. And one of the nice things about Aquarius for a partnership for Leo is like, hey, Aquarius says consider everybody. It's not just you, your friends, and everyone who's made it, you know? It's kind of like, a lot of the energy of Leo is like, hey, I'm going to take a vacation in a third world country and, you know, live like a king or queen. But you don't realize the impact that has on the environment when you get in a plane, how that sort of disrupts their culture with you bringing in your culture over there. Oh no, they're making money for me. You know, get off of that. They've got traditions and some things good, and a lot of things in our culture may not be good for us or them that you're exporting. And it's just like, would you consider like vacationing near where you live and supporting your own people? That would be like the Leo thing. So you get a full moon in Leo on Thursday, and it's in a great sign. And so you'll be feeling yourself again. And things should be feeling a little better for you, like things are loosening up. But you've got big issues, and all of them are going to be confronted. Yeah, I know. I know. As Bruce would say, the Aquarian from Family Guy, I know. I don't know if he's really an Aquarian, but he seems like it. Greetings, Virgo, and welcome to your horoscope. Okay. You're getting to work, you know. Saturn's making you work. The 6th house is making you work. It's like committing yourself to better health. It's like, okay, I'm doing a little less sugar. I'm not going to drink more than 1 cup of coffee a day. You know, I'm going to just like cut back all the fluff. I'm going to eat a bunch of flour products. I'm going to eat more fruits and vegetables. I'm going to do what I can to be healthier, me, in 2021. I'm also going to help people that really need help. There's a lot of people without homes. There's a lot of people who are starving. Actually, there's been a lot of food insecurity this year, largely because of the restrictions, because of, alleged illness and opportunism. Hey, this is an opportunity for us billionaires to make ourselves a bunch of money. Whee! And then we can pretend we're protecting people while we're doing it. Oh, yeah. Love it. Brilliant, as I would say. But I don't think the Virgo is really falling for that. I don't know how that got moved over. Virgo's really analytical, and they're looking at every little detail. And they're saying, yeah, that is something that needs to be taken into consideration. They're also like in this place too, where with this higher information, we're going to have to do something to get rid of evil. If money is worthless, we may need to create our own money and make our own kind of economic system. If people are attacking religious institutions, if it is for real injustice, then that's a good thing. They deserve to, ministers that abuse people sexually or otherwise, they need to pay for their crimes. That's a given. But unfortunately, a lot of religious institutions have been so dead set on gathering with their people that they've been spreading the illness, unfortunately, too. So that's weird. But I know people get lonely and they want to see their friends. I get it. As far as your love life and your creative life, Virgo, you got some good ideas right now. Even though things are hard, and I think if you just focus on that creative part for this week, you're going to come out on top of the game. I would like Thursday and Friday the coming week, as we're getting into the end of this week, I'd lay low, and do your prayer and meditation. All right. Well. Greetings, Libra, and welcome to your horoscope. Libra likes everything to be nice, but they also like to stir things up just for the heck of it. If people are being too nice, a lot of times Libra will just, everyone's saying white, I need some balance here, we're going to make it black. I'm like, okay. All right, let's go ahead. Turn it black. Don't let anybody take your joy away. It's like a verse in the Bible says, the joy of the Lord is my strength. And so it's like, and the fact that you've got all these Aquarius planets in the 5th house right now, that's a house of joy. That's a house of children. That's a house of playfulness. It's a house of fun. This is the fun house for Libras. Okay. Now, Venus in Capricorn with Pluto, it's like you're going through a change of feelings. Hopefully it's a change of heart. This is also a time where you could sell art or any kind of fixed asset, a pretty house, whatever, real estate, you could get money for it. There's a lot of focus on your children right now. There's a lot of focus on long-term creative projects. Like you might decide to work on something that takes 10 years, and that's okay. Allow yourself to do that. You've got Neptune in the 6th house. Take care of yourself. Take care of your health right now. I see a lot of things in the constellations that for almost all signs, we got to take care of our health, and we've got to be real with each other. But, even though there's a pandemic part, there is a pandemic part, COVID's real. People are getting sick, and some people die, and it's not fun. And so that part can't be taken lightly, and, don't let people shame you because you're taking precautions. That's what I want to say. And don't shame people for that. And the other thing is, don't call each other idiots for not doing things or doing things. We want to patiently, lovingly get people to do the right thing. That is all. Now we can go to Scorpio. So Scorpio. I mean, I did get on your case last week a lot, and it's all about, it's really about the power of love versus the love of power. I mean, it was a Vedic Scorpio, Jimi Hendrix, that really brought that to light. Sidereal Scorpio. Yes, Sagittarius in the tropical zodiac. But one of my favorite quotes, once we are into the power of love more than the love of power, we're going to be in a better place. You got some creative mojo with Venus and Capricorn and Pluto being there. So you're going to be doing some work. You're going to be doing some of your creative work, writing good songs, painting good pictures, creating good dances, writing your story. Aquarius kind of is like staying at home, cabin fever, nesting, and there's a lot of that. You know, there's a lot of kind of this nesting, cocooning feeling. And it's like, and how well you cocoon is going to determine whether you're going to emerge as a butterfly, or a moth, And, you know, full moon, it's in your midheaven. It's about performance, how you work. So some of that's going to come out as we get to the end of the week. But overall, I mean, I think travel, good fortune is still with you. It's still in your palette, and good things are coming. Turning it over to Sagittarius. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah. So, greetings Sagittarius. Welcome to your horoscope. Well, Jupiter is going to be in your third house this whole year, really, for the most part. Most of it. A little bit will creep over into your fourth house for a little bit. There'll be a little on and off. But it's finding this wellspring of good relationships with your neighbors, good relationships with your siblings, and being able to write things, like the power of writing. Like one of the things I read about people who are really successful is they often write things down every single day. And it's like even like writing 5 things you want to accomplish every day and just putting 25 minutes into it and then just resting for 5 and then starting again and giving another 25-minute shot. It's really easy, and suddenly you've gotten like almost 2.5 hours of full-on productivity in your life every day just from doing that. And, you know, and then you still have time, you know, to bathe and dress yourself and do some exercises and things like that. And maybe that's part of your goal, is just bathe and exercise. I mean, I'm not against bathing and exercising. You're in a more introspect place right now, Sagittarius. I mean, this time of year is a little more introspective for you. Getting yourself physically healthy, though, it's gonna help. And I mean, if you initiated something today, I think it'll carry you through the week, might even carry you through the year. You're dealing with some past life karma. And in relationship, you find people who are like foreign, exotic, and desirable. And that's attractive. Let's face it, it's attractive. Getting to know each other. You know, we're getting to know each other on a deeper level. All right, here we go. Greetings, Capricorn, and welcome to your horoscope. Okay. Venus and Pluto in your first house. That is sexy as F. So Capricorn's got a little bit of the sexy going on right now. And, but like I said last week, it's all about the money, the dollars and cents, and manifesting. So you've got the ability to be a super manifester. I mean, you're like this motivated Saturn. You know, it's like, yeah, I've got a plan. I'm going to make this happen. I don't want to be manipulated by the banks. I want to own the bank. I'm going to create my own bank. Ooh. Now we're getting somewhere. This will be interesting. You know, the love of money is the root of all kinds of evil. And you've got a lot to talk about. You've got a lot of gifts to share with people right now. And at the same time, I would make all my moves, this week carefully, because Mercury is going to go retrograde, and, some of the financial stuff could go south for a few weeks. And so just be patient. Don't make any assumptions. Uranus, Mars, and the Moon today, they're kind of like encouraging you to be happy and to play with your children if you have children. Love your kids. Even if you have a kid that's troubled, we always love our children. We always want the best for them. We're always hoping they come back. And that's how the Divine Mother and the Heavenly Father look at us. Like, we always want to help. We always want. And some people are like, well, you don't believe in that, that's fine. But you know what? Why turn down an invisible source of help? I don't understand. Is it because of your ego? Are you worried about getting hurt? You can get hurt by real physical material things you can see. And even things not physical. The wind isn't really physical, except we see what it does when it blows through things. So, think about that. Let's talk Aquarius. Greetings, Aquarius. Welcome to your horoscope. It's all about you, baby, this week. You are the star of the show for the next 3.5 weeks. It's all about you. And your knowledge and your ability to sustain a good plan that's based on knowledge. But it's also based on justice, because Saturn's all about justice. And Uranus is over there in your 4th house with Mars, kind of affecting your personal life. So there's this sort of feeling of like being uprooted, and that you want to move, and that things may not be so safe and stable as you'd like them to be. And yet there's this desire to keep creating and being creative. And and it's like you kind of want to lay down the law because of Saturn, but you also want to bless and be nice to people because of Jupiter. And then there's like Pluto and Venus in the 12th house. So there's like this sort of karma from love, and this karma of your imagination. And you're kind of isolated in that place. You're not sure how to work it or what to do with it. I know. All right. Okay, greetings Pisces, and welcome to your horoscope. Okay, so I know it's a tough time. I mean, Pisces, the 12th house is activated by Aquarius, so that's the house of loss. It's a house of final karma, finalizing things, paying karmic debt, surrender. It's a house of surrender. And it's also a house of working on doing your finest spiritual work. Making sacrifices for others. Sometimes, at worst, it's like being locked up in jail. Who are the lowest people in the totem pole in the United States? I would say the homeless and those who are incarcerated. I think if you're homeless or incarcerated, it doesn't matter what color, gender, anything, you are pretty effed in this society. And there's not a lot of favors or privileges that are likely to be given to you. And so helping those people, actually, Pisces, people who are incarcerated or homeless, will improve your karma. And I want to thank you for joining me. Once again, Planetary Persuader, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to ring the bell. I love your comments, and remember, every one of us is every sign in the zodiac. Every one of us has it all in our chart. We are not alone.